And then the last question is, how do you keep going after getting knocked down, having disappointing sales, or hearing no from queries? So basically, how do you keep going after a rejection, maybe after a book didn't do as well as you thought it was going to do? Well, the first thing is to remember that writing is a business, and running a business means that there are going to be things that are maybe not failures, but don't go the way that you want them to. My business is a great example. I do different launches, I sell different products, I do different services, and different times of year do better for me. Different projects do better for me. Better course. Some courses are more popular, some services are more popular, and I can depend on them. But one of the things to know about continuing to write, keep writing and publishing, continuing to query if traditional publishing is your dream, continuing to just keep going when something just seems like it didn't go well. You got a bad review, somebody said something negative to you. Sometimes I get emails where people just are like, don't like me, don't like what I had to say. And, that can feel really discouraging, just like a negative review. And so I'm going to tell you what I do and hope that it works for you. And that is, I keep going. I keep creating in my business. I keep selling. I keep reminding myself of what I have accomplished, what the wins are. I pay attention to who I'm helping. Today, I had a meeting with somebody and they said that I have a really great way of giving feedback and being very firm, but also really kind and understanding and targeting in for the person, and not making things too generic. And I need to internalize that feedback and that win rather than internalizing the things that didn't go well. So maybe I've had a product that didn't sell as well as I wanted it to go, or a launch that just felt really like a struggle. I can't internalize those things. I have to look at them and go, okay, well, what didn't go well? What didn't work? What can I do different next time? And then just keep moving forward. I keep creating. I always, if you've heard me say this, I'm an idea creator. I'm an idea monster. So there's always new ideas in my business. So I find the next thing to get excited about. And that's how I want it to work for you as well as an author. I want you to, figure out what brings you joy in the writing, what brings you joy in the publishing. Remind yourself of good feedback that you've gotten, the readers that you do have, the people who've said great things about your writing. Now, I'm not talking about doing toxic positivity, because toxic positivity doesn't do anybody any good. And toxic positivity is when we kind of ignore critical feedback that's important or vital to our business to keep us growing, and just keep going on a path without course corrections or without internalizing change. So I'm not talking about toxic positivity, but I am talking about not just internalizing the negative things, but internalizing the positives as well. So if you fail, if you get rejected, if something doesn't go well, that's a learning opportunity. And I know it sounds trite to say it like that, but look, I run a business. I'm using those. Okay, what didn't go well? And that's what you need to do as well. Okay, I got 50 rejections. Did I get any feedback that I can use to course correct or do something different? If I'm going to read my reviews and look at the negative reviews, is there anything that stands out as being a theme among the negative reviews that I can take into consideration for next time? And then some things you do just disregard. So when you're feeling discouraged, when you've gotten rejections, when you've gotten critical feedback, you need to figure out what's going to work for you. Is it going to be creating more? Is it going to be keep going? Is it going to be a pivot? Is it going to be a course correction? Is it going to be internalizing the positive instead of the negative? So that's my advice for what you do when you're just feeling knocked down, and remembering that it happens to all of us. Even the authors who you think are having like these amazing careers and things are going really, really well and everybody loves them, there's probably things that you are not seeing behind the scenes, and they have their own struggles. So there is no perfect career. There is no career where everything is roses. It's just a matter of figuring out what you're going to do when things aren't working and how you're going to move forward from there.